I've been absolutely loving talking about somatic coaching and somatic healing over the last couple of weeks. It's so cool to just talk to you guys on Instagram and TikTok and just see how things are just landing. It's so wild when we realize that our body is the vessel for our healing and we realize how to use it effectively. It opens up our world in such a massive way. I remember the phase of my life, this sort of chapter of my life when I was really obsessed with this idea that my body is the healer. I am the drug for every point of suffering that exists in my body. I also have the antidote. I was actually working as a waitress at the time. I had just come back from Bali where I found breathwork, and for my entire life was, sort of marinated in personal development as far as like mindset work, mentors like Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn. I really grew up in the mindset age. And when I realized that my body had the ability to heal my trauma, and not only, this is the thing that I love so much about somatic healing. It's like, yes, we're healing trauma, and we're also tapping into our greatness. And I think there's the other side of the equation that people don't often talk about when it comes to nervous system regulation and all of that kind of stuff. Like if you're driven by the things that you want to create in the world, so for instance, more money, a better relationship, all of that kind of stuff, that lives in the body. That is body-based work. Like we can't think our way there. We've got to remove anything that is not a vibrational match. And I remember one of my very first sessions with my somatic therapist, Maria, who I talk about in my first book, Hungry for Happiness. She said, if your body was on board with what you desired, you'd already have it. And I was like, what do you mean by that? She's like, well, the fact that you don't have the thing that you desire tells me that there's something happening in your body that's not aligned with the thing that you desire. And I'm like, that is so equally annoying and exciting simultaneously. And she just looks at me and she's like, as soon as you can get your body on board, you're going to attract the thing. That is how this life works. And it honestly was like such a leap of faith for me and a leap of courage, because I was just so used to forcing my way through and pushing my way through and mindsetting my way through. But I took her advice and I began really asking myself, like, what is it that I want to create in the world? Who do I want to be? And what is the somatic experience of that thing? And it's been a 15-year journey now doing this work. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about is somatic healing and the ability to change our reality through our perception and change our reality through our body and the energy that lives in our body. And so for those of you who are listening and you're a coach, a healer, a therapist, a practitioner, or maybe you're someone who just wants to go deeper into this work, we are opening up the doors to the Somatic Coaching Program. We start class on March 27th and we close the doors on April the 4th. So if you are wanting to take your clients deeper, doing deeper body-based work in order to really help them heal sustainably and really help them take those massive quantum leaps that mindset coaching simply cannot do, head on over to pausebreathwork.com/somatic. You do not have to be a mindset coach or a therapist to do this program. We will teach you absolutely everything you need to know in order to create powerful somatic sessions. We're also going to be throwing in our Pause Business Accelerator, which is it's a $5,000 product that teaches you how to actually build your business on the back end of doing this program. So it is nuts and bolts, everything that you need to learn, not only to become a somatic practitioner, a somatic coach, but also to build your business after you graduate. So head on over to pausebreathwork.com/somatic, and I hope to see you inside.
Can't be contained.
That's what I'm talking about. In this episode, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful somatic tools for overcoming burnout. Oh my Lord. Burnout, baby. Let's get out of this burnout era, shall we? And let's get into the era of nervous system regulation, because we're doing too much. We're doing too much. We're going too fast. Our nervous systems are fried, and we're not actually living the dreams that are on our vision boards. I have been talking to so many friends and clients, and that's like a big theme right now. Hang on. I just want to take a sip of my coffee. Did you feel that? Did you taste that with me? So good. Yes, if you're wondering, there's heavy cream in my coffee. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. You know what's crazy though? Little tangent. Let me just go off script for a second. When I was in my eating disorder days, the thought of having butter or heavy cream was there's no way. And now I just literally stick butter out from the actual butter tub or whatever it's called into my mouth. And then I put heavy cream in my coffee. Like if that's not growth, guys, I don't know what is. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So 5 tools to overcome burnout. Number 1, understand that burnout is a nervous system response, right? So burnout physically manifests in the body as tension, exhaustion, numbness. So really check in with your body and ask yourself, like, where am I at? So often we can override our body's like intuitive no because we got shit to do. We got emails, we got businesses to build, we got like whatever it is. But that is going to eat you alive if you continually do that and go into your body's resources over and over and over again. So don't do that. Use your body scan. Start from the top of your head, scan your body from the top of your head all the way down and just notice where you're holding stress in your body. And once you feel where stress is in your body, whether it's physical or emotional, just bring love, just bring presence, just bring acceptance. Like, okay, I accept the fact that I have this pain on the left side of my body. Let me just bring my awareness and my love to that. And what you're going to notice just by noticing is the body's going to begin to unwind a little bit. When we pause, when we unhook from the external world and we just allow ourselves to really let it go, we bring in something else. Number 2, breath work to regulate your nervous system. Diaphragmatic breathing is a beautiful way to shift ourselves from the fight or flight response, which is the sympathetic nervous system, into a parasympathetic state. So something as simple as the triactive breath, for those of you who are familiar with the pause breathwork technique, it's into the belly, up into the chest, out through the mouth. Now, if your body is severely dysregulated, go real slow and do not force that exhale. If your body is severely dysregulated, we don't want to do the really energizing style of this technique, which is basically sounds like this. For those of you with a dysregulated nervous system, maybe me just demoing that is like, whoa, that's probably how you know your system's dysregulated. That was a little bit intense for you. So just allow yourself to like really listen to your body as you're doing that breathwork technique and really let that exhale fall out of your mouth. Don't force it. Okay. Number 3, movement for stress relief. Gentle movement like shaking, yoga, dance can really discharge stagnant energy and reset your system. So think about animals in the wild, right? They get spooked and they're like, ugh. Actually, it's reminding me, I was coming down to my office to record this podcast and Eric likes to F with me. So I'm coming down and he like scared me so much. Like I literally screamed as if I was dying. And then right away I had to like, oh God, like shake it off and like move my body because he kicked up such a response in my system. I'm like, I can't go into the podcast studio with all of this energy. So I had to like shake it off, let it go, dance, whatever you need to do. Movement is one of the most underrated somatic techniques for releasing stagnant energy in our body. Like we just don't move. We're so sedentary. We sit in a car. We sit at our desks. We sit in front of the TV. We sit down at the dinner table. We sit with our kids doing homework. We sit, like there's so much sitting. How can you begin to just find those pockets of your day to just move? Like let your body move, not dance, not performance. It doesn't have to look sexy. Just move. Okay. Number 4, grounding practices. Techniques like body tapping or focusing on your feet to stay present and prevent overwhelm. So often our mind sort of like shoots up, like the energy goes up and out through our head and we get disembodied. And so here's like let's stack this one even more. So if you can put your feet in the earth because there's energy in the earth that helps us naturally ground. In Japan, when people go to the doctor and they're sick, the doctors are like, go take a walk in the forest. I'm like, that's so genius, right? So placing your feet on the ground and just feeling the energy from like come in through the balls of your feet, come up into your heart, and then like slowly just like bouncing a little bit and then tapping your body and just like feeling how present you feel in that moment. And then to layer it even more, really focusing on what you're grateful for. Gratitude gives us a sense of safety in the body, and it helps us with our inner doer. You know, that part of us that's like, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Like that's the part of us that drives overwhelm. Well, if we have a foundational level of safety in the system, the doer is not going to be doing as much. And number 5, integrating somatic coaching into your daily life. So a technique that I learned from Dr. Peter Levine is called pendulation. Pendulation is a technique where rather than being so focused on the burnout inside of our body that can feel like the heaviness, the burden, the contraction, the intensity, allow your awareness to literally pendulate from inside of your body to something outside of your body that feels either neutral or pleasant. So as I'm in my office right now, there's this beautiful tree outside of my office with all these like gorgeous dancing branches. And I can see the sunlight dancing on this tree and it's like swaying in the wind slightly. So that for me is a external positive experience that I can focus on that gives me a somatic response. Yeah. So as you're listening to this podcast, whether you're driving or whatever it is, just find something in your external world that feels either neutral or pleasant. And don't choose something with competing agreements. Don't choose something like, oh, I love this book, but this book came from my ex and I miss him. Like, don't do that. Okay. Just something that's like really clean, energetically clean. A plant, a painting, a tree. I'm just looking around my room, like whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the thing is, neutral or pleasing. And then what we do is we focus on the energy of that thing. Go neutral or pleasing first. Take your awareness. And I want to make a pointer here. We're not getting disembodied to do this. We're not leaving our body to go attune to something else. We're staying in our body. We're just focusing on something else. So there's a big difference there. Just see if you can feel that. And then once you spend about 90 seconds there, come back into the body and begin to feel 90 seconds in your system of where that feels contracted. And then what we want to do is we want to go back and forth and back and forth and keep the pendulation moving until the body has more resource. Okay. So in this entire thing, the biggest thing that we're optimizing for is resource. The reason why the body is feeling like depleted is because we have drained our reserves, okay? We've drained our fuel. So we have to add more fuel back into the body. And no, fuel is not coffee or food or even sleep. Honestly, like there's a big difference between sleep and there's a big difference between resource. People are like, oh, if I get 8 hours of sleep, then I can like just trash my body while I'm awake and then I'll just like refuel at night. It actually does not work like that. We have to constantly be resourcing our system throughout the day in order to avoid burnout. So noticing what are those early stages of burnout. My mom used to always say to me, like I would go. And then I would like smack a wall and just slide down the wall and just be a puddle of a human for like 48 hours. And then I would do it all again. And my mom's like, are you noticing the pattern here, babe? Like this is when I was living in Vancouver and I was dancing professionally. I was working as a waitress. I was still working on Smallville every now and then. And I was starting my first business. So when I say I was busy, I was busy. Oh, and I was a fitness competitor at the time, like crazy, gnarly, ridiculous. Was I running from something? Yeah, it definitely was. I couldn't have white space on my calendar. It was so uncomfortable. So let me fill it with all the things, right? So that's a function of my nervous system not feeling safe, right? So I overwhelm my life and then I become insanely overwhelmed. Do you see the pattern there? So we have to establish safety in our body throughout the day, like depositing little sips of safety. And for me, the thing that gets me into a state of nervous system regulation quicker than anything else is just gratitude. You know, if I'm feeling like, whoa, there's so much going on here. I was feeling this actually the month before my wedding where we were going into like a really big launch with Pause. I was hiring a bunch of new people at the time. I was planning a wedding. I was filming a TV show. I was planning a retreat. Like there was just so many things all at the same time. And I'm like, okay, what's going to get me through the day is like inserting these moments of gratitude in my day to give my body resource. And honestly, it works so well. So I'm going to review the 5 again. And if you forget all these, just go to gratitude. Number 1, body scan, really understanding burnout from a somatic awareness point of view. So scan your body, whatever feels tense or tight, bring love, bring awareness, and bring acceptance. Number 2, using breath work to regulate the nervous system, taking ourselves from that fight or flight back into a place of calm. Again, do the triactive, but if you're severely dysregulated, slow it way down. Always go depth over speed if you're feeling dysregulated. Number 3, movement for stress release and overwhelm. Shaking, yoga, dance. Avoid things like really heavy lifting because that can drive your body into a deeper state of the sympathetic response. And then grounding practices, body tapping, get your feet in the ground, breathe, bring in gratitude. And then the last but not least, pendulation, moving your energy and awareness from outside to inside, to outside, to inside, to outside, to inside. These things are going to be such a game changer for you guys. I'm so excited for you to try them. And come over to Instagram and let me know which one of these 5 is your favorite. And remember, if all else fails and you're like, what did Sam say again? Just go to gratitude because that will bring your nervous system into a more regulated state immediately, so quickly. All right, my loves, that's everything for today's episode. Remember, we are enrolling for the Somatic Coaching certification. If you have not yet applied for the 2025 cohort, head on over to pausebreathwork.com/somatic. That's pausebreathwork.com/somatic. And I hope to see you in the next session. Bye for now.
Can't be contained.